I'm speaking to you from beautiful Jerusalem, looking out over the old city. I have a big job as Susan's husband and Nick's dad. Susan and Nick are more safe, and their freedom's more secure because President Trump has put his America First vision into action. It may not have made him popular in every foreign capital, but it's worked.
NBC News reporting tonight, Secretary of State Mike Pompeo's pre-recorded speech from the roof of the King David Hotel in Jerusalem, sharp focus not included, appears to violate 3 legal memos issued by the State Department's own legal advisor, our own Josh Letterman, Carol Lee, and Andrea Mitchell, telling the story this way, quote, one of the legal memos intended to guide political appointees says explicitly in bold letters that Senate-confirmed presidential appointees may not even attend a political party convention. House Foreign Affairs Subcommittee is now investigating Pompeo's decision to speak based on that internal guidance and then some. So let's talk about it. With us to do that is Ben Rhodes, former Deputy National Security Advisor in the Obama White House, who is these days co-host of the Pod Save the World podcast. Ben, I want to quote someone you and I both know, and that's Richard Haass, Counsel of Foreign Relations in New York, and he writes tonight, the idea that Secretary Pompeo can speak at the RNC convention in his personal capacity betrays a basic misunderstanding. Any individual gives up his or her personal capacity to speak on foreign policy when she takes the job. It is public service, not political service. Ben, does Richard have it about right?
Well, he does, except for one thing. I actually don't think it's a misunderstanding, Brian. I think he knows that he's violating the law, and he just doesn't seem to care. Again, he thinks that there are rules that apply to his employees, the tens of thousands of men and women who serve this country in our foreign service and our civil service, and he thinks those rules don't apply to him. And I think that part of what is important here is not only is he violating the law, not only is he doing something that has never been done in the history of the United States, but he's doing something fundamentally dangerous. He's politicizing the office of Secretary of State. The rest of the world needs to look at that person and see someone who is speaking for all of America, see someone who is representing American national interest, not just the parochial political interest of himself or the president he serves. That's why Secretaries of State don't do this.
Let's go down that very rabbit hole you just opened. How then do our allies, and for that matter, our adversaries, who are all smart people, view what happened tonight?
Well, I think they've taken the measure of Donald Trump and Mike Pompeo, and they know that they're fundamentally interested only in their own political interests. And if you look at some of the things that Pompeo said, they just fly in the face of evidence, and they speak to this hyper-focus on politics. He said NATO is stronger. Donald Trump has done more to damage NATO than any American president in history, and our relationships with NATO allies have never been worse. He said that Donald Trump has held China accountable for the virus, when in fact, Donald Trump, at the outset of the virus, was praising Xi Jinping's leadership in dealing with it. Why was Donald Trump doing that? He was doing it because he wanted to get an election year trade deal from Xi Jinping that was important to his re-election campaign. He sees everything in foreign policy through his personal political interests. Other countries have taken the measure of that, and they know that they can gain this administration by taking advantage of that. The North Koreans, for instance, know they can have a big showy meeting that Donald Trump can feel good about. It'll get a lot of television coverage, and they know that they don't have to do anything. They don't have to give up nuclear weapons. In fact, they've built more. And so, again, the danger is other countries are looking at a government that is fundamentally not interested in protecting the security and interests of the American people, but is only interested in their own parochial political interests.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.